Welcome to the Home Inspector Marketing Podcast. Because you're a home inspector looking to increase your sales, improve your cash flow, and boost your bottom line, you are in the right place. For additional training resources on how you can grow your home inspection business, go to microreturns.com right now. And now, here's the podcast.
Hi, this is Mike Crow, and I run a home inspection business. In fact, I've run a couple of home inspection businesses. The true joy for me, though, has been helping literally thousands of home inspectors build really solid home inspection businesses as well. We can help a single-man operation be able to do over $300,000 a year, maybe all the way up to $400,000 a year as a single inspector operation. Even better for me is the 80-plus companies that we have helped be able to build million-dollar home inspection businesses. I would like to help you be able to do the same thing.
As a business owner, you might know how much your family relies on you, but are you aware of how much you can be affecting the world? Mike knows how powerful you could be and spoke about this a few years ago. We hope you enjoy this segment, and if you have any questions, feel free to email us at hello@coachblueprint.com.
A few men will build cities, the rest of them will live in them. I'm going to tell you something. Listen very carefully. You are the city builders, and other people will live in them. Okay? This information is for the few who are going to accomplish things. You are the leaders. You are the shepherds, not only of this industry, but of the rest of the world. So do me a favor. Close your eyes, and I'm going to read a line, and then I want you to say it back out loud. So close your eyes, and I can see you, so close your eyes. I'm going to read the line, and then I want you to say it back, okay? I am one of the few. I have a leader's opportunity. I have a shepherd's responsibility. The rest are dependent upon me. Thank you very much. I want you to understand how powerful you are. The 95%, I was so blown away because in the book, he shows 95% are content to plateau right there. 4% reach this leadership level. 1% will reach the top. I want you to understand you are the 1%. You are the 1% in this industry, this profession, and in the world. You get to make the choice if you want to stay there and if you're willing to do what it takes to get there. So to launch into the deep, you need to understand that the 95% of people out there, the 95%, the reason they stay in the 95% is because they see the obstacles. And I get those phone calls. Mike, I'm too busy. I can't afford to come. It'll cost me $3,000 in lost inspections. You understand, right? I understand more than you can possibly imagine. And I'm going to tell you, you're making the wrong decision. But I understand that that's what you're doing because your wife tells you that's what you need to do. And I'm going to tell you, I understand because that's what you think you need. Even though a year ago, you told me all you needed was 5 inspections on average a week to have a great life. But now, somehow, if you lose 10, 15 inspections to be here, your life will be ruined? I don't get that. You know, one of the things I love about one of our coaches is that he teaches people that there are results or there are excuses. The 95% make excuses every single day. They see the obstacles. The 4% and the 1%, they see the objective. They see where they're going to. So it's human to put things off. I'm going to tell you, it's divine. It's spirit. I know that some of you thought maybe I was joking yesterday, but I will tell you, I'm a little tired. Not right now, but coming into this week, I was a little tired. I was a little worried that I would not have the energy to do 4 days of this. And then something snapped into me on Sunday, and I walked around with more energy, more pep, more enthusiasm than I've had in months. And by the way, when I was in Inspection World at ASHI, the same thing happened. And I realized I was being filled by the Holy Spirit. I am here to change your life. I am here to give you the opportunity to change your life. You can have results or you can make excuses. It's your choice. So let's get started this week. Many good people are good starters, but very poor finishers. One of the things my dad told me that I loved was, son, you have to have strong follow through. You have to finish. The streets are full of people who started out, but they fell by the wayside. Okay? So winners show up early. Losers leave early. You need to know that. I'm brutal about it. I'm mean about it. People give me a little hard time about it. And I'm sorry that I offend somebody. But I'm going to tell you, one of the things my dad taught me was winners show up early. Losers leave early. When I had a job, I showed up early. And I was the last guy out of the store that night, if I possibly could be. And it's brutal, but sometimes success in life is brutal. Question is, can you handle it? Okay? So the fact is that here I'm going to tell you that you belong in the 5%. You belong probably in that 1%. The first arrow is your physical energy. What level of energy are you willing to put into something? Your second arrow is your brain power. Are you going to do something to cause your brain to think instead of just move in automatic movement along the drifting of the 95? Your third arrow is, are you willing to have a winsome personality? Your fourth arrow comes with spirit. It's truth. It's honesty. It's purity at its base. And it's so important. So I want you to understand, there's Niagara Falls, and you can launch it into the deep. And yet I have people all the time that will tell me, yeah, I'll take a cup full of that. A cup full? And they go, oh yeah, well, maybe you're right. Maybe I only need a thimble full. Wrong direction. Wrong direction. Power beyond imagination. Will you take a cupful or a thimbleful, or will you embrace everything it has to offer and let it be the powerful enough to serve not only you and your family and your extended family and your associates? It's important. You know, it's kind of a little joke here, I see this in our community. There was a pastor. How many people know Joel Osteen? Every now and then, when I'm not feeling quite up to my snuff, I don't know, I think Susan reprogrammed my TV, but I turn it on and it comes up to the religious channel now. And so anyway, I got in bed one night and I was a little bit disappointed, and some people hadn't lived up what they told me they would do, and I turned it on and there was Joel Osteen talking. And normally I would just flip around, but he was talking, and he was talking about his kids. That caught my attention. He said, my daughter, he said, I want you to know how powerful it is to have somebody take care of you. My daughter walked into the ice cream shop. I bought her a scoop of ice cream. I think she was 4 years old or something. And she walked out, and there were a bunch of kids playing around. And by the way, how many people are parents? Can I see a show of hands? For the parents, will understand this even better. So she walked out and there were a bunch of people, and there was a little rowdy boy, and he bumped into her and spilled her ice cream. And then he made fun of her. Oh, look at you lost your ice cream. It's so bad. Oh my gosh, I still have mine. Now, as a parent, I might have just knocked him upside the head, okay? But the little girl, instead of crying, instead of getting mad, she went up to her daddy, she went up to Joel and said, I lost my ice cream. And he said, I saw. And he walked her back into the store and bought her not one, not two, but 3 scoops of ice cream. Now, isn't that the kind of people you want around you when you're struggling, when life knocks your ice cream out of your hand?
We hope you enjoyed the podcast. And as a friendly reminder, if you're looking to increase your sales, improve your cash flow, and boost your bottom line as a home inspector, go to microreturns.com right now.